What's good, everybody? It's your boy Eddie here, and welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day. And for today's video, we're going to be reviewing a very fire sneaker that literally just released today. And for me, these are definitely going to be a special sneaker overall. But before we even continue, guys, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button down below as well as that notification bell. And I have to give a brief shout out to both EQL and Undefeated for the raffle W. As loud as I've been saying I don't like EQL, I got to be as loud as possible for the W's that I am getting from them. So again, big shout out to y'all, big shout out to Undefeated for the love. And with that being said, guys, let's just look at these sneakers right here. So what we got right here is none other than the Nike and Kobe 4 Protro and the Girl Dad colorways. And guys, as I mentioned earlier, this is definitely going to be a very special sneaker, which I'll get into later into the history of the shoe. But just look at this sneaker really quickly, guys. Definitely let me know what your thoughts are about them in the comment section down below. Are they a cop or drop? Are they fire? Are they whack? Do you think that they're going to be bricks? I definitely want to hear y'all thoughts. And with this being out of the way, let's just look right into the box details really quickly. So as you can see right here, we do have that standard Kobe Protro box in this all black Mamba scale skin, and in the center you can see that sword and shield Kobe logo as well as Kobe signature right below that. And then when we look all around the box, it's pretty much all plain other than the black scales. And then when looking into the front of the box, you can see the sticker tag right there as well as the Undefeated sticker, and it does read off as Kobe 4 Protro, and the colorway shown is bi-coastal and black. I'm assuming the bi-coastal is this green colorway that it's giving, but I have to say that the materials that they put on the sneaker is actually pretty good. I don't know if it's a super GR sneaker, but about 200,000 pairs released on the sneakers app. So I'm going to assume for a Kobe, at least, this is more of a general release compared to the other releases that we've seen earlier this year. So now when it comes to the sizing of the sneaker, I always 100% recommend to go a half size up. And that's just due to the fact that these Kobe 4 Protros definitely have that thick zoom air bubble in that heel area. So if you go to that true to size, it's gonna be a little bit too tight, but if you go that half size up, it'll have that nice snug sock-like feel. So it won't be too tight, it won't be too big, it'll just have that perfect sock-like fit. And then when we go onto the inside of the box, now you can see that we have this plain all black box, and then we do have our standard white wax Nike tissue paper right there. So with this being out of the way, guys, let's just go right into the history of the sneaker. And it actually is pretty simple. So if you guys have not seen the picture, back in December 2019, a little right before Kobe passed, he went to a Los Angeles Lakers game with his daughter Gigi, and he had like a whole outfit on. So he had a Philadelphia Eagles green beanie on as well as the orange WNBA hoodie, and that's pretty much all the colorways that are on this actual sneaker right here. So when you look at the insole, you do have that orange tone to it, which resembles the actual hoodie that he wore. And if you look at this upper being green, it's just due to the fact that Kobe was a Philadelphia Eagles fan, so that's why he wore that green beanie right there. Also, when looking at the concept of the shoe, obviously Kobe was a girl dad. He literally had 4 daughters before he passed away, so of course that's pretty much self-explanatory, and that's kind of why this sneaker is very special to me as well. So with that being said, guys, that's pretty much going to conclude all the history on the shoe. So now let's just focus onto the details of it. So when looking at this toe box right here, you can see that we do have this beautiful Kobe 4 toe box, but we do have this nice suede. I don't want to say it's the most premium, but it does have that backstroke motion. So kudos to Nike for actually stepping it up with the quality control on the sneaker. I don't see any glue stains or any issues on the shoe. And overall, for this being a mass-produced shoe, I definitely think that it was constructed pretty well. Then when focusing onto the mudguard of the shoe, you can see that we do have it in this green bi-coastal colorway right here. And again, we do have that backstroke motion on the suede, so it does give a premium vibe to it. And I think it looks absolutely awesome overall. Then when you go in towards the top of the shoe now, you can see that we do have these all black laces. And then right under that, we do have this nice green mesh tongue right there. And then finally, when we go into the top of the shoe, you can see that we do have that sword and shield Kobe logo right there in that white embroidered detail surrounded by that bi-coastal green. And when flipping the tongue over, you can see that we do have that girl dad phrase right there and that nice script detail. Then when focusing onto the lateral side of the shoe, guys, you can see that the same thing pretty much follows suit. So we do have that bi-coastal green upper as well in that suede detail. And then when we look at this Nike check right here, it is also suede or more of a nubuck because it doesn't have that backstroke motion in that black detail. Then when focusing onto this ankle area right here, we do have the Kobe signature logo right there, which looks pretty nice on this chrome detail, so it absolutely does make the shoe pop. This definitely isn't the most premium chrome. I think it's just plastic with chrome painted over it, but it still looks really nice and definitely adds a bright detail to the shoe. Then when going into the back heel area of the shoe now, you can see that we do have Kobe's number 24 logo right there, which is a pretty nice touch. Then when focusing onto the medial side of the shoe, guys, you can see that the same thing pretty much follows suit as the lateral side, other than the fact that we do have these perforated holes right here. However, if you actually look more closely, this actually makes the number 4, which is a pretty nice touch. And then when you actually look on the left shoe, it makes a 2 on the same exact side. So we have the 2, 4, and that again is the number that Kobe wore when he played basketball. Obviously he was 8 at first and then he switched to 24, but that's just another detail to note. Now, when focusing onto the midsole of this shoe, guys, you can see that we pretty much have a predominantly bi-coastal green midsole. However, we do have this kind of translucent, and I'm gonna kind of correct it real quickly. So it looks like an icy blue translucent detail in the product photos. However, when you actually get this in person, it's more of like a deep silver. It's completely silver. There isn't really this blue detail on it. So I'm really wondering that if you wear these for a long time, since it's silver, will it turn yellow? I'm gonna have to assume, because there is some translucent details on it. So I guess it will turn yellow over time, but right now this joint looks super fresh. It's icy and it looks very clean. Something else to note is that we do have a full-length Phylon midsole, and that we do have this zoom air detail, which you can see right here, which is all the way in the back of the heel of the shoe, which adds some nice bounciness and support to the shoe. Now, in focusing onto the outsole of the shoe, you can see that we do have that silver outsole with that nice Kobe 4 traction pattern right there, and there's also a nice Nike check. And then on this side, we do have this carbon fiber shank plate right there, which is a pretty nice detail. And finally, guys, before we conclude this review, I do want to show you one more detail, which is the insole of the shoe. And then when taking out this insole right here, you can see that it is in this orange colorway to represent the color of hoodie that Kobe wore on that day. So if you guys do not know, it was an orange WNBA Nike hoodie, and it's just crazy to see Kobe's foresight on how he was basically promoting the WNBA at that time and saying, yo, this is going to be the next big thing. And remember, back then people weren't really checking for it that crazy, but as of today, the WNBA is one of the hottest things in the streets right now. I know a lot of people right now that are trying to go to New York Liberty games and all that type of stuff. So again, big shout out to Kobe and his commitment to represent women's basketball and push it forward. And now we're seeing the fruits of his labor. So with that being said, guys, that's pretty much going to conclude all the history as well as the details of the shoe. So now let's get right into this on full look, all right? Y'all, so that's going to conclude the review as well as the on full look, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I did making it for y'all. Definitely let me know what you think about the Kobe 4 Protro and the Girl Dad colorway. Guys, as I said earlier, I think this is a very special shoe. Definitely, personally, for me, it's a special shoe, but I want to hear y'all thoughts in the comment section down below. So other than that, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, share with your friends and family and all that, and I'll catch y'all in the next video, guys. Peace.